Now that you have set up your WordPress website and you are logged into the backend, I want to bring you on a tour of the WordPress dashboard so you can really understand how easy it is to change the look and feel of your site. So the first thing that I want to explain to you is if you come down to appearance and then themes, is really the most radical way that you can change the look and feel of your site, and that is to change the theme. So we can see right now that we have the 2017 theme installed on our site. It's active. Now this theme comes free with all WordPress sites in 2017, and also you can see the previous versions here as well, which you can activate if you want. Also, you can add themes that you find online, and I'm also going to show you how to install a premium corporate theme in a little bit as well. But the key message that I want to say is that if this is not the type of site that you want, do not worry about it at all. You can install a theme that transforms this into a fully functioning e-commerce site. You can change this to a corporate website or whatever. WordPress is definitely not just for blogs, and just by changing the theme is really a radical way that you can change the look and feel of your site. But before we get into that, I just want to walk through some of the more basic steps that you can easily change right away and play around with. So, let's come up to our posts and have a look at all of our posts here. We can see that we have just one post or blog post on our site. It's called Hello World, and this will come as default as well. So we can see it here. That's the title, and this is the content of the post. So if we want to change that, we can come into Edit. And what we can do now is to edit the title of this post. So let's just change this to first post. And if you were typing a blog post, this is where the title of your blog post would go. And we can just say, this is my first post. This is my first post, yay. And what we can also do is change the URL of this post as well. So what we can put in here is first-post. So let's update this and see how it changes on our site. So there we go, we've changed the title and the post, and even if we click into this, we should be able to see the URL that has changed as well. Now what you might be seeing in this URL is the date, and it is possible to remove that, so it's just ourwebsite.com/ whatever we've put in there. And so to do that, I would highly recommend you do this, just even for the search engines. So come down to settings, permalinks, and then we can set the URL as the post name. Then we can go ahead and click Save Changes. And now let us come back to our post to make sure that that is changed. So if we edit it again, just open that up, we can see that that has been changed. And if we go to we'll have to change the URL here. And we can see that that's coming up, and that is showing much more cleaner and neater, and that's actually much more search engine friendly. So I would really recommend that you come in to your settings and change those permalink settings to the post name. So there, we've edited a post. Now what about if we wanted to add a post? Well, again, we just come to the sidebar, click on Add New, and we can just type in second post. We just wanted to see the content again. And you can see that now, because we've changed the permalink settings, that it's just showing up as / our keyword or our title. So I'm going to go ahead and publish that. And if we come into our site preview, we can see that it's showing up here now in the recent posts. And even if we just come back to our home page, we should be able to see the second post and the first post. So there you go. That is how you add a post to your site. And already that's how we're starting to build up the content. Now you're going to learn how to add pages to your WordPress website. So come back into the dashboard once again. You want to come to pages this time. And then let's firstly have a look at all the pages on our site. So right now we can see that we just have one sample page. And again, we can click into edit this. And if we want to really preview the page, we can just open it up as well. So here we can see it just says sample page. It's the title of the page and it looks like kind of an about us section. So what we can do is change this page name again to about us. We can also change some of the text here as well. So I'll just delete some of that just to show you the difference. Or maybe let's just keep it as this part here. And we can edit out this text as well. And we can just make sure as well that this changes to about us. Now what we can go ahead and do is update the page. And let us preview the changes as well so we can really see it there. So it's changed to about us, and we can see the text here that you either inputted yourself or that I just left in there. So if we come back to our just normal page though, we can't actually see this about us page. It's kind of hidden away somewhere. So what we want to do is insert a menu up here at the top so we can really see the pages of our site across the top. And before we do that, we might end up adding one more page. So let's just put in services, our services. And again, what we can do is preview it just to see how it looks like. And there's nothing there now, but essentially we've created another page and we can just go ahead and publish it. Now, as we said, we can't see those pages from our home page. So how do we get those visible to our visitors? Well, what we can do is come down to appearance and then menus. And what we want to do is go ahead and create a menu. And we can call this main menu and then create it. Now what we want to do is add our pages to our menu. And then we can go ahead and click display location top menu and save the menu. And then if we open up our site and refresh the page, we can see these menu items appearing up here. And if we click through, we can come and see our About Us page or our Services page. Now, if you want to adjust how those appear, if you want to put the About Us page first, then you simply just rearrange the order, click Save, and click Refresh just to see those changes. Now, what we might do actually is want to put in a menu item for our homepage or our blog as well. So what we can do is come across to our menu, click View All, click Home, click Add to Menu, and then we can see that that's been added. Click Save and click Refresh. And now we can see the home page, which we can get back to quickly from any page on the site. So what about these links in the sidebar here? How could we change the appearance of this or the order of these? Well, what we want to do is come into our dashboard once again. This time come down to Widgets. And in here we can see the blog sidebar, and we can add widgets in just to drag and drop them in. If we wanted to see a calendar, we could add that in. We could just give it a title. Calendar, click Save. If we refresh our site, we can see the calendar appears up here. So you can add in different things like a list of categories for your blog posts, custom HTML, which you maybe might use to put in a sign-up form for an email. You can put in images, recent comments, different things like that, videos, etc. Now, what if you want to change the order? Well, you simply just rearrange them here. So if we come back in, we can see the search bars at the top. And if you want to delete any of these widgets, you can just go ahead and delete it very easily, and it will instantly update. Now, there's one more important thing that you might want to change, and that is up here. And you can see it says welcome, just another WordPress site. So we do want to change that. And to do that, we can come to appearance once again, come to customize. And in here, you can come into site identity. And so what I'll put in here is the name of the site, WP setupdemo.com. And then I can say, learn how to set up a WordPress site. And then I can just click Save and Publish. And if I come to my site once again, refresh the page, you can see this change. Now that we've made all those changes, one thing you might want to do and just make sure is that your site is live. So if we come up to Bluehost right at the top here, you may see this here that you can launch your site. Your site is currently displaying a coming soon page. So I'm going to go ahead and click launch the site. And once again, we can go and view the site here. So already you've learned how to change the tagline on your site, add menus, add posts, add pages, change the widgets. As you can see, it's very simple to work with WordPress, even if you're non-technical like me.